Greetings and a very good day for those who are watching. My name is Muhammad IQBAL bin SHAFIE from the class FF238, and in this video I'm going to make a presentation for my assignment 1 for the subject FTA422 Philosophy of the Art, in which I am required to talk about an artwork of my choosing. So let us begin with the artwork itself. The artwork is called Wander Above the Sea of Fog. It is a painting that was created by one of the Romanticism era leading artists called Caspar David Friedrich. The painting was created in the year 1818, and as of now, it is currently being displayed at Kunsthalle Hamburg at Hamburg, Germany. So now I'm gonna talk about why I choose this artwork. Well, for starters, this artwork have given me an unknown, overwhelming feelings when I first saw it, and it also have this mysterious and majestic feels on it. This is because on the painting you can see a man standing on the edge of the cliff, and he is looking out to the landscape of a mountainous valley which is being enveloped by a cloudy mist. This view certainly will give you a certain overwhelmed feeling, and it may even have this eerie and mysterious feels on it. Other than that, I also choose this painting because of the message that it may contains, which probably the painter also intended to, in which the message is, despite no matter what kind of achievement that humanity have achieved, at the end of the day, the force of nature will definitely topple whatever they have achieved. This is again represented by the view of the man looking out to the landscape of the mountainous valley, in which the mountainous valley look very terrifying, and it seems like it could devour anybody who dares to venture into it. This in a way could also be a representation in the painting that might tell the force of nature will always make a man appear powerless in front of it. So now we are moving on to the topic whether it is constituted as an art. For me, it is a piece of art. This is because in general, a common definition of an art is a piece of work that has some deeper meaning in it, such as message, conveying emotions, or even to express a certain idea. And this case can be seen in this painting by Caspar David Friedrich, in which he seems to express his emotions of feeling powerless against the force of nature. Other than that, it is also important to note that he is one of the most leading artists during the Romanticism art movement era, in which Romanticism means a movement that involved arts and literature that featured, emphasized nature, imagination, individual, and most importantly, emotion. This means that in most of the painting produced by him will almost indefinitely contains any message or emotions that wants to be conveyed, and this could make the Wander Above the Sea Fog by Caspar David Friedrich to be identified as a piece of art. Now moving on to the final point, which is, was there any issues surrounding the art? The answer is yes, there is. What you need to know is, when the painting was created, it was not well received because for most part, it seems that what Caspar David Friedrich intended to convey with this painting was misunderstood by most people. It wasn't until long after his passing that people began to understand what he tried to convey in this painting, which is a message in Romanticism. As for why his painting was misunderstood in the first place, historians found out that Caspar David Friedrich was a person who rarely draw any human being in his landscape painting, until he suddenly did in this one. And people theorized that the reason he did is because right before he created this artwork, he recently got married. This actually has its own big significance because this could be a proof that after he got married, Caspar David Friedrich may have discovered a newfound appreciation for human life and relationship between humans. This statement could be proven more as after creating this painting, more of Caspar David Friedrich painting contains the same elements implemented in them. So it can be said that when Caspar David Friedrich got married, he finally understood and have a grasp on what Romanticism means actually, and by applying what emotion he had about it on his drawings, he eventually made himself into one of the leading artists from the Romanticism art movement. And that is all that I have to say about this artwork. Thank you so much for watching.